Hello, and welcome to the Friday focus of the week. Arlene Arnold is here with me. I'm Leslie Romine, and we're excited to bring you this week's um, readings for the energy focus. And we just uh, ask that if you are here, let us know, and using the chat area to say hi. And if you would like a personal reading, at the end of our presentation, please let us know that too. And I'm going to turn it over to Arlene now to start with um, the energy focus of the month. Kind of remind us what that is.
We've just started doing the energy focus of the month, and it's kind of fun to look ahead. And Dodie Weiss is helping me figure out what the energies are, and that's a fun process too. So if you go to our YouTube page, Transformational Tools, you will find the energy focus of the month. And the main message for this month is sort of cool because it's don't just fly, soar. So we are at a time. It's called. I think it is called an inflection point, and we've kind of heard this before, but a lot of change is going on, and we are in the midst of something that is possible for us to soar, especially if we're operating from our inside world. So let me just remind those of you who have listened to this what there is available there. We have two luminaries. One of them is wings, which has a lot to do with the idea of soaring. So and just notice the beauty of this thing. It just is amazing. And do you have it there? Yeah, I'm going to let you show that to people. And Wings is just telling us, I'm just going to read this one little part of Wings. Um, Being free and complete is who you are. Claim it, be it. So that's a really important message for us. Just really remember that that's who we are, and we can claim that. And then the other one is sweetness. And sweetness is such a wonderful one to have along with wings. So, sweetness says, I open the back of your heart to let in the sweetness of life. I dissolve any fear that you have of being vulnerable. Let my song soothe you. It is the hum of the universe which embraces you with sweetness. So, here you are with the opportunity to soar and with this wonderful energy of sweetness around you, and you can just feel it as a ball of energy that is there for you. So that those two are the luminaries for the month. And then as far as colors, we have pink and indigo. And I want to just say a couple things. I now have a meditation for pink, and it comes from the book, an exercise in the book, and that is available to our portal membership. So you're welcome to become part of that, which is just $7 a month. And there in this exercise, you get a chance to feel yourself up on a cloud, and you're just feeling how, oh, this is like the best bed I've ever been in. And just surrounded by this color of pink. And then you get to look over the edge and see what's happening in your world down here on the earth. And it gives you perspective from a pink energy, which is wonderful. And then the indigo, which is the very dark, yes, that's the indigo there. That color during this month is bringing forth our intuition at a more in-depth place. And it's always allowing us all to open up to the additional psychic gifts that we have that oftentimes get kind of stuck in the base of the skull. So those two colors are really helping us with all the changes that are taking place. And then finally, Dodie picks a crystal for us, and it's lapis lazuli, which is very indigo. And it's really helping us to, let me just tell you the exactly what she talked about. It's bringing in grace. And she talks about how grace is something you receive. You can't force it. You have to be in that receptive mode of saying, I deserve grace. Because you don't have to do anything to deserve it. You're just in human form, and you are a soul in form, and you deserve grace. And so lapis lazuli is there to remind us of that. And then finally, she picked an essential oil, and it's just cedarwood. And have you experienced cedar trees in your, oh, look at that. Oh, wonderful. It smells so good.
We have a big one in our yard, and we prefer using this, but cedarwood oil is also wonderful.
Yes, yes. And so the cedar wood, it really helps us in meditation. So if you have some cedar wood essential oil, you can put it into an infuser, or you can also just smell it or put it into a carrier oil that you can use on your body. So it's a really wonderful one for meditation, and it also calms us. And we need that. There are days when we truly need something to help calm us. And I think pink's a good one to calm us, and also cedarwood. So we are really in the midst of some wonderful tools for this month. So, Leslie, I just feel like we are here to soar with all these tools.
Yes, for sure. We're getting lots of them, and really, really helpful all at one time. Yay.
Yay.
So I'm going to start with talking about what has come up for this week, the week of October 4th through 11th. Excuse me. And it is a vibration of the numbers 4, 8, and 16. And it is crystalline.
This
beautiful,
is
beautiful.
So wonderful.
My very favorites. And while you hold that up, I'm going to read a little bit from crystalline. From the place of crystalline octaves, carriers of the brilliant light of home, offer to sprinkle your dreams with their wisdom and soften the land with their love. Call on them. They come to help inspire, transform, and reform this world through the vibrations of light. And in addition to that, what came through as some messages are for us to embrace that crystalline light into every cell in our body and expand it out through the heart, just sending it out through the heart. And you can look at the absolutely gorgeous geometry in there, as well as these different colors, magenta, pink, turquoise, white, just so amazing. Send it through the grid, send this light through the grid of crystalline communication to shine to those who would remember. And that really says that, as we carry this in us, it does shine out, and it does shine into those that would receive it. And that makes my heart feel really good. Use it in your home, your workplace, and relationships. And one of the ways that we've used it, well, several of the ways that we've used it, is to think of crystalline dust or gel and the crystalline colors themselves for healing, understanding, and hope. And it's asking us to do one thing: remember home in your heart. Remember home, that it's that inner place, that warmth. And I also got this morning, as I was getting ready, to ask how the carriers of light can assist you or help you right now in this moment? How can they assist you? Can they, boost your energy? Can they heal your heart? Where is it? Like it says in relationships, in um, health, your home maybe needs clearing, your workplace. So all those are places that it just wants to help us.
I just had found out that a friend of mine had died, and I'd been trying to reach her. I knew she was coming back into the area, and then I lost touch with her. Finally got a hold of her daughter, and I found out that she had passed. So one of the things you can do when you know the family is really in mourning is you can just imagine that crystalline dust coming all over them, just giving them such a sense of being connected with the divine. And I was also able to sense that she hadn't completely passed over yet, because she wanted to stick around for her family. And her son, who had died in a motorcycle accident, was standing next to her. So it was really lovely to be able to tell that to her daughter, who is open to that kind of thing. I don't always say that if I feel that it's not appropriate, but I could see it within her eyes. And then just using that crystalline dust is always so helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really, so many times I have found that so helpful. I mean, and it is calming, it's reassuring, and it has this, for me, it has this beautiful quality of, um, I don't know, in nature, when like the sprinkles of a light rain or the mist at the ocean, just those really enlivening and yet really calming kind of thing. Um, yeah.
I want to say just a little bit about the crystalline grid, because that was something that, and you can see that in this pretty well. And when I first ran into that, I went, well, there's a diamond grid and there's crystalline grid, and what are all these grids? And the message I was given is the crystalline grid is for communication among those of us who are doing processes of helping heal and bringing more light into the earth and that kind of thing. That is a grid where anytime I learn something, I consciously send it through the grid. So it's available to other light workers. It's available to people who are just in the process of awakening. It's available to everybody, which is really wonderful.
Yeah, is that where that part where it says, just bring it out through your heart and give it, to those who will receive?
Yeah, well, and the communication is so important, because we're getting different kinds of messages. And then the nice thing is that often we find that more than one person is getting the message. So, I mean, how cool is that?
So ostensibly, we could go to the crystalline grid and receive messages that others have put in there too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And that's really, I'm thinking about the fact that we've been working with this inner world where we have our soul self and we have the information that comes from our body. And I'm also now working with the mind, because the mind has experiences in being human, and there are things there that we need to know and take into account. And I think when you go there to your soul, especially, and you tap into that crystalline grid, your soul is going to go, oh, I'm with all of my brothers and sisters, all of those that are doing this kind of work, all of those who are awakened and are using their psychic abilities and are using their intuition and all that kind of thing, which is so wonderful.
Wow. It's kind of like a world communication device.
Yes, it is. And we need that now, because we are trying to change the collective consciousness. Yes. And we want to be sure that everybody gets the message.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Love it. Well, the color card that goes with it is just as wonderful. It's the strength in magenta.
Yeah.
Strength in magenta.
I don't know. Mine looks more red than yours. It's funny what our computers do with colors, because I look at yours and it's more magenta.
Yeah. Well, it's the strength in magenta, and the magenta is it describes it in your book that it's a mature compassion, and I like the word mature. That really stuck out to me. It transmutes unbalanced energies. It's located, you said, deep in the heart, and also experienced at the top of our head. And lime green is the balancing color that brings in open-hearted, clear empowerment to balance the transforming compassion which is extended to the world. So here we're extending it to the world. And if you notice in crystalline, there is an area in the middle that is, guess what? Magenta. And so it includes that compassionate self energy that we bring to what we put forward. The lime green it talks about that empowerment. And just to review, lime green is that one between yellow, your yellow solar plexus, and your heart area, which is green. And it's that beautiful, open-hearted, like you said, open-hearted empowerment, putting it forth, messages, energies, and so forth. Do you want to add to something on that?
Well, you know what I think of with lime green, with the magenta and the lime green together, the empowerment is so amazing because we have that compassion for ourselves and others. And at the same time, we are operating with what we have learned in yellow, which is about who we are. And we've been working on this for a long time to get more clarity about that. And that between that and opening our hearts, those two together in lime green, there is so much maturity there, because I think we have really learned how to open our heart without taking on other people's energy. And we have learned that just because someone else thinks certain things about you, it's we who have to go in and say, well, is that true? Is there something I need to learn from that? Or is this just that other person's opinion? And so those two together are a huge part of the empowerment. And then when you put the magenta compassion with that, I mean, we so need that combination right now in this world.
Yeah, that compassionate discernment. I mean, that discernment is there because you have matured into that. Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
Exactly what we need. That's what I have on it. If you would like to share about any upcoming events before we get into the personal readings.
Well, I did go in and make sure that we were updated on events on transformationaltools.com. And if you go into the events portion, you will find how to sign up for Journal with Your Knowing Self, which is coming up on the 15th of the month. And that's where we really go into that inside world and learn very specific things that are helpful to us. I use it a lot. That and my lovely pendulum. My husband doesn't think much about pendulums, but I find they are such a wonderful extension of our own knowing. It's not like I'm asking someone outside of me, but I'm finding this information. So the other thing is that we're having our Vortal gathering of the month on Sunday at 2 p.m. And if you haven't signed up at the Vortal, it's just $7 a month. I am bringing something this Sunday that I personally have experienced. And as I've talked to other people, they are experiencing it too. And it is taking me to look at things in a little bit different way and to understand my calling in a different way. And I'm hoping that everyone from the Vortal who can will come. And that if you haven't signed up for the Vortal yet, go to transformationaltools.com and go ahead. I'm going to put it up here for you. I have rather several hats I'm wearing today. So I'm going to stop these banners so that you can see this other one. All right, here is the one that will take you to the Vortal. So it's transformationaltools.com/the-Vortal. Or if you go to the home page, it talks about the Vortal and takes you to where to sign up and have information about that. And so when you are part of the Vortal, you can do Journal with Your Knowing Self at least once a month. I may start doing it twice a month because I think it's so important in this time. And I want people overseas that we have in our group to be able to join in because time differences become a bit of a problem. And so that is free for those who are in the Vortal. So basically, if you came every month, you just paid for your Vortal subscription. And for those of you who don't feel like you're ready for that, it's just $25 and you can sign up on the website for that. And if you go into events, it takes you right there where you sign up. And the other thing for the Vortal members is this presentation. And one of the things we're going to do more of starting this Sunday is to spend time in groups of 3 to get to know each other better, because this is one of the reasons for the Vortal was that we wanted people to know they're not alone. Just because we're different, and we all are different, but we live in a world where it's kind of like that can be made fun of. And when you get together with other people, and Leslie and I have known each other for so long, and it's been such a joy to share our journey with each other. And people in the Vortal are ones that most of them are ones that I have known for quite a while. And so this becomes just like old home week. And one of the reasons we did this is we would do a course. At the end of the course, people would go, is it over? They had gotten to know the people in that course so much they didn't want to go away, so we created this membership so that we can stay in touch with each other. And in fact, one person who's on here today is Sid. And Sid and I talked to each other today for a while, and it's been a while since she and I have talked. So yeah, that's what I wanted to really emphasize that, because this is a time where we need to be meeting together. Our power as a group is just amazing. And our leadership group meets once a week, and we work with the energies and we help each other. It's a wonderful thing. So I want to just say hello to everybody who's here. I see Mia is here. So nice to see you. And Will, you are such a trooper. You're always with us. We appreciate you so much. I see Sue is back again. Thank you, Sue, for coming. We always loved having you here. And Cindy's here. And Emily, I haven't met you before. So welcome. We're really glad to have you here. And yes, you can have a reading. We're going to do that next. And April's here. Yes. So I'm so glad. Well, April says twice a month with journaling with your knowing self would be great. So I probably will do that because I'm doing it for myself anyway. We might as well get together and do it together. So how do you want to handle what do you want me to do?
I want you to pick a card we'll start with Will.
All right. So I always seem to navigate toward luminaries because I know how much Will loves luminaries. So, Will, let's see what's up for you with luminary today. Oh boy, we've been getting this one. This is such a lovely one. This is unfolding. I know this is so true for you, Will. And one of the exercises in unfolding would be well worth doing. It's, how you can fold a piece of paper, sort of like an airplane, but you can fold it into sections. And if you do that and you go in and you just write down a word or a phrase about what's unfolding in your life, and then, keep opening it up and writing on, pretty soon when you get done, you get this whole thing that says, oh, that's what's going on in my life right now. No wonder I feel tired. So, Will, I think a lot is unfolding in your life right now. And what a lovely card to get, because you can just put that around yourself, live in that energy, and unfolding will help you in the process of understanding what all is coming to you. And of course, a part of the process with unfolding is making choices about where you want to spend your time and your energy. And just have unfolding help you with that.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I feel like I'm going to get a card for him too, a color card.
Okay, go ahead and pick one, and I'll start on one from a card for Mia.
Strength in magenta.
I love it.
Double that.
Double.
Yeah, that compassionate and healing energy into yourself, into your body, into what you put forward. Yeah, boy, can I feel it. Wow.
Yeah, I can too. Yeah, perfect card for him. Mm-hmm. All right, so I have one here for Mia. Mia, yours is the lesson in gold. I love gold. Gold and silver, they're not complementary colors, but they certainly are a pair that come together. And the gold is the masculine active energy, and the silver is the feminine receptive energy. And there's a lesson in here. And I feel like what it is it's like there is some gold in your life that you haven't yet mined. It is, where is it? I'm just trying to see if I can see it. Probably Mia will find it and know where it is, but it's not that it's hidden so much as it hasn't been acknowledged. So Mia, acknowledge the gold and then ask the gold what it is that it's here for. What is the learning that is in the receiving of the gold? And because it is the masculine active energy, I would suspect that it's part of this new phase of our life purpose that is coming up now. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk about on Sunday, because this is a crucial time for all of us. So do you get anything else like that for Mia?
I just get that. That's the main thing for her to focus on. Yeah, that it feels like that she's been really getting intensive energies, and that this gold will help focus that and help to give her more information about, okay, what exactly do you mean that, this thing I need to acknowledge in myself. And because she has a lot of gifts that she uses already, but there's a nuance, or I want to say a sprout, coming off one of the ones maybe she already has, that it's another aspect of it.
That's kind of what I felt. It's something that hasn't been brought to the surface up
Yeah.
until now.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's exciting.
Well, I think I have a luminary for Sue.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything more for Mia, or do you just?
No, I just felt that was
Yeah.
the main thing.
Okay. So Sue, yours is a luminary, and it is sweetness. Now, sweetness is one of the ones that is for the month. So this is kind of double. When you have it for the month and then you have it personally, there's a lot available for you. And I want to just read one little place out of this. I'm going to just put this down for a minute and look in the book, because there's something in the book here. Oh, I love this part of it. Wrapped in a blanket of fragrant hope, hugged by a warm breeze of compassion, encouraged by the whisper of inner empowerment, and showered with heavenly swirls of divine devotion, Sue, you may choose to open to the sweetness of life. Even if some things seem difficult right now in life, you can open to the sweetness and step right into the middle of that energy and have it be all around you, so you're constantly bathed in sweetness. And this is the endless bounty offered to all through the universe. So take it in, and it's double because it's here for the month, and it's also here for the week for you.
Great. She had a friend, Terry, that was with her, and it feels like it would be good to draw a card for him. So him, I don't know.
Yeah.
Them. And so I am getting spheres of intention. Spheres of intention. Look it up here. Right, the vibration is the 10 and 12, the numbers 10 and 12. And this one is about choosing the direction of your life from your deepest desires. So this is asking them to go deep into asking that question: what would I most love to be doing right now? What would make me fulfilled and happy and excited, and knowing that I'm in the place where I really want to be? Synchronously, this, guess what, draws other people to you to create similar groups of intention. Well, of course, when you're putting that intention out, that's what you draw to you. And so what a wonderful card to bring up. Code creativity and synergy with others. Wow.
And there's another one for Terry. It's presence. And Terry, presence is about that divine energy that you feel around you. A lot of times you kind of see it out of the corner of your eye. It can be like a light indigo or even a dark indigo color. And it just says that there is the divine with you. Sometimes it's someone that you know, maybe in your family, that's on the other side, and sometimes it's just a guidance for you, a guide that's here helping you. And sometimes I get that for you, it's reminding you that the earth and all its beauty and all of what it brings is here loving you every single day. Wow.
Beautiful. Okay, Sid's next. So
yeah, I got a strength in silver for Sid. Sid's got so many wonderful creative ideas. You know, Sid. She's got lots of creativity going on. And we had a wonderful conversation this morning. And because this is the feminine energy. The silver is the feminine energy. It's about really being open to receive all of this that's coming in, Sid, and so that you can just be with it until your heart tells you, this is the time for this, and this is the time for what's next, so that you don't burn yourself out, but you just have fun with what's coming up right now around you. And silver is just going to shine on for those things that you're doing.
Yep, that's Sid. And attunement.
Woo!
Came up for her. Attunement. So as you're attuning to it, this stuff I just feel like can just come pouring for it for you, because you're ready for this burst of new. That's what I'm feeling. You know, this burst of new creativity, and just how your special sauce is what's put out there for somebody. I know years ago when we were talking, you would say you paint these little rocks with messages on them and leave them different places. And I just thought that was amazing. And, you know, I'm sure other things come up in your wonderful creative mind. So it's just saying, pay attention, and we're here to help.
So Sid, you were telling me about your latest project. You're going to have to send me a picture so I can put it up next Friday so people can see it. All right, Emily, let's each pick one for Emily.
Okay. Are you
going ahead? No, you go ahead.
Okay. Emily, what's? Ooh, sweet love child.
Oh yeah,
love child. What a lovely, lovely, lovely card. It's numbers 5 and 10. And do you have this card to hold up, maybe?
Yeah, let me get it out here.
Okay. This is about connecting with that innocence of your childlike self. And it says, protect your innocence with your discernment. And what is safe, what is not, what's healthy, what's not. And knowing that when others are helpful and when they're not. And it's really allowing that to be there with discernment. Now, discernment means, my radar's going, I can tell when things are just not right. And I'm getting that it's asking you to trust that, those initial feelings like, yeah, I don't know about that. Then follow that. You know, especially nowadays, this comes really, the next thing and the next thing, and you really have to go with that. But the colors in it are so beautiful. You see that lovely childlike pink, and it goes along with the monthly thing too of having pink in there, being on that pink cloud and letting that energy in. But it also has, blue, which is a lot about communication, and that beautiful, beautiful magenta that we've been talking about this whole time. So with compassion for that child. And the way you do that is be discerning. Anything else you want to add to that?
Well, you know what? I got 2 more cards for her.
Oh, nice.
So, Emily, this one is called Dolphin Song. My sense is that dolphin energy is something that you really love. And one of the things Dolphin is saying to you right now is swim in the smooth energy. And that goes along with this love child. This is a time to just be with all this really soft, loving energies. And then on top of that, she's got the strength in black. Now, the strength in black means that you are, all the colors on the earth are available to you. Black is just a mixture of all the pigments in our space and form. And that means you have lots of opportunity right now. Lots of things are coming forward to you. And as you sit in that energy of the dolphins and of the love child, you're going to know what it is that you are to do next. And you are going to feel the abundance of the possibilities in your life. Wow. That one was really strong.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
All right. We got April.
Yes. April. I'm going to pick a color card. So
Okay.
I'll pick a different one here. Okay. I got indigo, and this is weird, but I'm going to give her both sides of it. Strength is you tapping into your intuitive and ancient wisdom. You're a very highly intuitive person. I know that, and from the cards that have been read today for the week and the month, really tapping into those strengths that are available for you is going to really augment this reading of the strength part. But I also got that. Take a look at the lesson there. If there's any place that you feel like I'm not sure, I'm questioning it, it's asking you to trust what you know. Again, it's kind of like this other card that says, we sometimes question our intuitive selves, or we question, did I think about that right, or whatever. No, you're really very strong in that. And even when we go through a really difficult time, like many of us are, that it's asking us to go deeper into that beautiful indigo place, and back of the head, and really focus there and allow that energy to come in and really help you with that wisdom that is behind your intuition.
And I got Vortality for her. So, and what I'm getting is that the creative energy, this is the creative energy of a changing earth. But what stood out the most for you, April, is that everything is possible. Everything is possible. And your thoughts create in an instant. So be sure that you know what it is that you want to create. And you only create that which aligns with the greater plan. So don't be afraid. Just go forward with what it is that you want to create. Oh, that was cool.
That's very reassuring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what great cards today.
Yeah, amazing.
All right, so Emily says, what does that mean? I'm not sure what she's referring to, but it's funny because it comes through and then it's gone. So going back, I'd have to go back on the recording.
Well, she had Love Child, Dolphin Song, and Strength in Black. And you said something about swimming in smooth energy.
Yeah.
And that there's lots of potential available.
Okay, so Emily, maybe you're not quite sure what smooth energy is. Part of what happens is it has a lot to do with what we pay attention to. If we are around people that are pretty negative, that makes it hard to be in the smooth energy. Or if we worry a lot about what's going on in the world, what I find in these times is it's really important to keep your energy on the inside and listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, listen to what your body needs. Take really good care of yourself. And that's another reason to be in these smooth energies. And it's not like ignoring what's going on in the world, but it's asking internally, what's my part? And maybe your part is just to spread love. Maybe your part is to talk to the dolphins and say, can you help us? We really need some help here. Whatever it is that comes to you, whatever it is that means something to you, that is your part that you are playing. And I often have to tell myself, at my age, I don't have the energy for some of this stuff that I may have done when I was younger. Not that I ever really had a calling for going out and marching or any of that kind of stuff. Mine was always going inward. And I think that's kind of what yours is, Emily. Yours is going inward and finding out what you can do from your visualizations of what you desire for your family, what you desire for the world. And that's a powerful, powerful thing. And if you feel led to it, come join us in the Vortal, because when we do that kind of thing together, that is really powerful. Hey, Karen just came in.
Hi, Karen.
I'm going to pick a color card for her.
Okay.
Oh, Karen, it's so nice to have your energy here. I can feel it. So lovely. Oh my gosh. I love this for Karen. It's the Strength in Brown, Karen. So you have a real ability to connect to the earth. And right now that seems extremely strong. And I get that you're learning a kind of different way of grounding. Share it. Let me know what you are experiencing through your grounding that may be different for you. Send me an email and let me know. But be with this, because this is really important for you right now, is this connection with the earth.
Great. I also got a color card, and it is the lesson in blue. Speak your truth from deep within. So we were talking about, putting it out there for, people that are receptive and open to that. And it just feels like maybe there's somebody that you've just met or you've known for a little while, but there's an opening there about communicating this kind of, compassionate energy with. And that, just a little heads up saying it's okay to do that.
Well, she's saying she just bought a grounding mat. So that's probably why the brown came up, because that's happening.
Absolutely.
Because grounding mats will very much connect you to the earth.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Well, what a great day. Wonderful group of people. And it's all so lovely to have you all here. Mm-hmm. Emily, I hope you'll come back and join us again. We love having you here. And this is where we have a lot of fun, but we get a lot of help, and we can feel the energy of everybody who's here. And that's always helpful. And it says to us, there's more people than we realize who are on a spiritual journey and doing their part in this world. So we are very grateful for that.
Yeah, so much. All right. That's our show for today. And many blessings for this week for everyone. And it will be fun to see what comes up for you.
Sure.